It is a safe assumption that those of my regular audience are aware that discussions of a specific topic these days can get you yeeted off YouTube without recourse to external arbitration. In case there is a novice listener who is ignorant of such things, let's just say other big names on this platform have mentioned specific names or topics, and their channels were gone quicker than Hunter Biden's coke stash. For this reason, in this video, I can't discuss what I want to talk about, so instead I'm going to talk to you all about experimental vacations. To make this clear from the start, I am not an anti-vacationer. I believe that a number of safe vacations have been developed and have benefited the population of the world immensely. I also believe that some vacations have been unjustly vilified, which sadly destroyed their credibility. That will probably lose me some subscribers right there, but if this is their choice, there is nothing I can do about that except wish them Godspeed. None of these are the subject of the current presentation, though. I'm going to breach a line that some do not want to face, while others are wanting to cross it with a vengeance. Yes, I am going to question experimental vacations. There appears to be a mad scramble across the world right now to come up with a vacation for Wuhan. While I will not deny there is a lot of valid science going into this research, I am also concerned that in this mad dash, corners could be cut for both political and financial reasons to give us a product that at best is not helpful and at worst objectively harmful. I do not even have to search far to get an example of this. In 2009, there was a widespread outbreak of pig cough. By the end of that year, a vacation came through on the market called Pandemrix. This was given to 6 million people in the UK alone, to high-risk groups including children with asthma, diabetes and heart disease. The vacation had been approved by the European Medical Agency for use across the EU, despite the minimal clinical trials. The manufacturer, GlaxoSmithKline, was given an indemnity by the UK government. Some 850,000 vacations were given to children aged between 6 months and 16 years. After the pandemic in the 2010-2011, a further 170,000 adults and children received the jab when seasonal flu vacation supplies diminished. Here is a summary of the fallout direct from the CDC website. An increased risk of narcolepsy was found following vacation with Pandemrix, a monovalent 2009 H1N1 influenza vacation that was used in several European countries throughout the influenza pandemic. This risk was initially found in Finland, and then other European countries also detected an association. The UK Health Protection Agency, now Public Health England, undertook a major study of 4 to 18-year-olds and found that around 1 in every 55,000 jabs led to narcolepsy. I will leave links to these in the description below. Let's venture away from vacations for a second to the realm of medicine. I know that's quite a leap in topics, but I promise you I have a point to make. I mentioned this to a few friends recently, but there's no harm in talking about this here. In the 1950s, the drug thalidomide was synthesized. At that time, it was hailed as a wonder drug, successfully treating morning sickness, insomnia, coughs, colds, and headaches. The thing was, these claims were true. It was effective for these. However, in the late 1950s, pregnant women who had taken this drug had a very high chance of giving birth to a child with severe physical deformities. and in 1961 it was taken off the market. One fascinating insight about this case is that there are two forms of the thalidomide molecule that have exactly the same component atoms, but a very slightly different structural composition. One form of the structure is claimed to be the curative and beneficial drug, while the other form is stated to cause the birth defects and other negative side effects. But that is an aside. So after doing a 5-minute Google search, I've pulled up two examples where the science got it very badly wrong. Is this going to be the case in 2020? I do not know, but I am going to make my viewpoint very clear to anyone who ignorantly dismisses my concerns about experimental medical science and calls me a conspiracy nut for daring to ask these questions. To this point, I will recite a personal account. In 2009, at the height of the pig cough, there was also reports of people dying like today. The only difference is the numbers. At that time, a medically trained, competent personal contact held up a vial of the brand new Vacation and said, "Would you like me to administer this to you?" I politely refused to take it, and they accepted my wishes. I had weighed up both options just before the offer and had decided I would rather suffer through the cough and develop my own immunity. I am currently still alive, and to be honest, I'm of the same mindset today. Will I stop people from volunteering themselves to avail of a brand new Vacation if one turns up tomorrow? No. People need to make their own choices and deal with the subsequent consequences individually. Am I going to be bullied into taking an experimental vacation through social, legal, or extra-legal pressures? Hell no. Does the burden of proof lie with me to prove that a potential new vacation is dangerous? No. The burden lies with the manufacturers to convince me that they have run every possible permutation to prove it is safe. Even then, I'm going to be suspicious. Would you really trust the Vacation from China or Russia? Personally, I see myself as a centrist who does see many of the benefits medical science has brought, and I am still researching the new technologies coming down the pipelines. However, the public need to be aware that science has gotten things very wrong in the past and will get things wrong in the future, especially if we are in a head-first dash. Getting things very badly wrong when people's health is on the line is not outside the realms of possibility, even if it is for the so-called greater good. Will this video even be allowed on YouTube? Who knows? Well, technically, if you're listening to this, then you know. But after this, I might end up a leprechaun on the run.